Hi. Hello, everyone. It is me. It is Heartless. Welcome back to another episode of Gundam Spurs. We're doing great today.
What's the matter?
We're starting off
I did not know what
great.
that was. That was amazing.
We found the soundboard, everyone. Our players. You should already know the players. But just in case you don't, please introduce yourselves.
I am Gwyn. Players? What players? We are all simply members of the team, Dust Devils. I am Gwyn. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Have you ever heard of something called a train? If not, I can surely help explain to you what this wonderful piece of technology is. A train is a locomotive vehicle in which goods can be traded from and also shipped and stored for temporary purposes. A train is a work of art, a beautiful piece of mechanical construction, and also very, very big, and it makes loud noises. People can also be moved on a train. This allows for movement of many people at once, and also for trade and merchants to move from place to place a lot more smoothly. Trains require rails in order to move. A railway system is a system of rails that a train may move upon. This requires the placement of something called tracks along the earth in order to allow the train to move along a set path.
Wait. Is it earth here? Or is it dirt? Or gravel?
Dirt.
Are we
Earth
on
is a general term.
Have I derailed you?
Absolutely not.
Is your...
Okay.
How long is your intro?
Please. Please be merciful. We're gonna
Honestly.
skip. We're even gonna skip past the summary because you already did one.
Her?
Oh yeah. That was off
Off recording.
now.
So for everyone listening, we're dropping you in the
Die.
middle of this. Die, perish,
more
I
you
guess.
I'll be
The more you
honest.
know.
I'll be honest. I was starting to lose steam, and then I saw Altaria's message of I'm waiting to hear how much they've got, and the wave of spite that fueled me to keep going.
I figured. Let me move your engine and cars onto a sideline and let us continue. We can always come back to this train of thought later. Hello. I am Dubhán. Players are imaginary and
Yeah.
Only conductors, no players. Choo choo.
All right, Cryptid.
Oh, my go. Oops.
Yep.
Howdy, everybody. This is Revelry here. I also don't know anything about players. I just know about our little group here and our mission. That's it. That's all I got.
And the next?
Hi, I'm Bluejay. I'm the only player here.
You're real.
Zyzie has fourth wall privileges, is all I'm hearing.
A stunning
I'm a-
specimen!
I'm a bird playing a bug, or rather, every bug ever.
So many bugs.
So many.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, we already went through a summary of what happened last time. So, everyone listening, I guess go listen to the last one. We're gonna jump right into it. So, before I get to the morning, because well, first I have to do a thing.
Know what this means? Know what this means? If we're jumping right into it. All aboard!
I had a mouthful of tater tot.
Okay.
I can do it again. We can do it again.
We can try again.
Yeah. Oh.
All aboard! There you go.
Okay.
We are not sponsored by trains, but by God,
wish
if there are
we
trains
were.
out there.
Okay. So, lots of things happened. Bluejay, do you want to tell us what Zyzie did yesterday as night fell? Or do you want Cryptid to go?
It was a whole
I'll
side
go.
adventure.
Okay, Zyzie went back to the museum early so that, it wouldn't be obvious that they were eavesdropping. And then they waited, and waited some more, and decided, enough of that, I'm going home. And did bug activities for the rest of the day.
Fair. Okay. So, because Revelry, you don't take as long to get a long rest as everyone else, we're gonna start with you.
Awesome. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is Bernard awake?
So we're gonna start off first with Revelry. Do you sleep at the museum?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it would either be like the whole thing where it's just like going down and shut down, he's standing up, which I don't know if he could do. But he does in fact sleep at the museum.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Oh gosh, what did I do?
He has his own room though.
Okay. He probably does. For today, he's gonna go into he's gonna do shutdown in his room. like a person would.
Mm-hmm. He did not hear, any sort of like explosive activity in the night. Which
It wasn't a
probably
bomb.
Awesome.
which
Yay.
which probably means that the people who were said who were going to come raid the archives hasn't come yet.
Alright, so perhaps the morning.
So now it's 6 hours after you shut yourself down, and the sun hasn't risen yet. It's still dark out. You know you can find Bernard in the foyer.
Okay. I'm gonna go down to the foyer. I'm gonna be on high alert for any sounds, anything that would point to the raid starting. I believe didn't we establish last session that the gunsmiths, like, they were there for the raid?
Yeah,
right?
they were there to prevent the raiding party from, fucking up the archives too bad.
Okay. So I trust them. So he's, in this aspect, he trusts. So he's going to go down to the foyer and try and find Bernard.
Go up. Because...
Up.
Yep.
Oh,
Because
my room's downstairs.
the rooms are downstairs.
I'm writing that note down.
Yeah. So you walk up the stairs, through the cafeteria, which is empty at the moment, and through the small kitchenette area, and into the foyer. Sitting behind the desk is Nicole, who's starting to give a yawn.
It's towards the end of this shift, right?
Yeah, it's towards the end of their shift. His shift?
Right
Shift?
there. Writing that down.
I don't remember.
Did we put it into... My notes are so disorganized. Below the foyer. There we go. I'm gonna just tip my hat. Say,
Nicole gives you a nod.
howdy, Nicole. You happen... How to cowboy? How to cowboy? How do you say this? You happen... Oh gosh. Guys, my brain isn't working.
Their
That's
eyes
okay.
are like wide as they stare at you for a moment, and then, oh, you probably want Bernard, right?
Yeah, have you seen him?
They point towards the chairs, and Bernard is, they're absolutely buried in paperwork again.
How does it keep stacking up? Where is it coming from?
I believe that, that's specifically because of, our deals with, Terry and Ma.
What was Terry and Ma?
Yeah, Terry and Ma. You know, the hub of mining, or whatever.
And you said, this is me asking hard, the deal with them?
The deal with Terry and Ma, yes.
Loving this music.
That's what Nicole just said. Those piles of paperwork is probably because of the deal that the archives has with Terry and Ma.
Gotcha, okay. Gotcha. Alright. He's gonna walk over and try and peer around the paperwork.
Yeah, Bernard, hears you approach, because it's not that hard to hear you approach.
I'm not quiet.
No. Looks up and just kind of reaches over and stabilizes one of the piles and goes, oh, Revelry. Right, the things, I got you. And just kind of turns and starts shuffling in his bag. I wasn't able to get much. They're freaking merchants.
Yeah.
Let them take an inch and they take a whole fucking mile.
Yep.
Pulls out like 3.
Which one are you going to?
I tried. Honestly, Trip wanted so freaking much this time. I just decided to go to someone else.
Yeah. You know, inflation. Alright.
Well, they're always complaining about how much they have to pay for, like, to their government or whatever. And
Tax.
and Bernard hands over the three, bog standard healing potions to you.
Beautiful. Thank you kindly. This is going to be a huge help.
That was all I could get, unfortunately.
Hey, three's enough. I am afraid I'm going to have to ask you for another favor, though. It requires not an errand, really, but requires your particular talents. He's going to reach into his, like his little poncho's coat
Mhm.
and pull out I believe it was the necklace.
It's
The amulet.
it's a rock.
It's just a rock? Okay. My
Yeah,
bad.
it's a orb rock like thing.
Did you say it was an orb?
Yes,
Oh.
orb. That when you look
Orb.
in it, it looks like you can see like galaxies or whatever.
Cool.
Bernard like looks at it and adjusts his glasses. Oh,
You think you could take a look at this, figure out what it does?
I could certainly try. I'd have to touch it for however long for the casting time.
Alright. He's gonna hand it over. He's like, I trust you.
He holds it and he starts turning it around in his hand as his eyes take a kind of glossy blue color to them. He's casting Identify.
Nice.
It's very interesting. I've never seen anything quite like this before.
Interesting how?
Well, it's perfectly shaped. Oh,
Like an orb.
really? And Bernard starts to smile. He's still examining it. It takes a whole minute to cast the spell. You know?
Oh yeah. Revelry just starts kind of like pacing a little bit.
Uh-huh. Hold on a second. Gotta pull up a different spell. So it's magic. Abjuration. I wouldn't think it would be abjuration. Interesting.
So is it some kind of protection?
No. Come back here.
Alright.
And Bernard's eyes flicker and they're no longer like the glowing ethereal blue, and he puts it back in your hand but doesn't let go of it. So this is an orb of banishment.
Okay.
You throw it at the whatever you want to banish, and only has 2 charges. After the second charge, it will break.
So it's gonna cast banishment,
On
correct?
whatever it hits.
And then it breaks. Oh
It
my
breaks
gosh.
after 2 uses. You don't have
This
to
is
attune
cool.
to it, but I would be very, very careful, as it'll break after 2 uses.
Right.
drop it
Right.
on the ground, and it hits a normal lizard, and the lizard disappears.
Just accidentally drops it, just trips
Well,
and it falls.
but
Zizie's bugs away from it.
I don't really know what or who created this. Where did you get it? And he releases it after, like, you know, giving you the lowdown on what he learned.
He's gonna tuck it back into his little poncho and be like, I just found it lying around on one of the trips.
Roll me deception.
Frick. Trusting that Bernard will hopefully. He's a cleric, he has high whiz. Oh boy. Hopefully he will get the message. Why didn't I put any points into his deception? Why didn't I do this? Is it
Because
slash
he's an
R?
honest lad.
He is an honest lad. He's been forced to lie so much. Is it slash R? Exclamation R?
It's exclamation roll or exclamation R space 1d20 plus your modifier.
13. Yes. Yes.
It's okay because Bernard actually doesn't have any proficiency in insight.
Yes. Oh my gosh, we both have a +3. This is so fun. Okay.
Bernard just kind of tilts his head and then just kind of like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Have you been
Nice.
carrying it around without knowing what it does? Next time, just come find me and ask me. Like, seriously.
It hasn't been too long.
Cursed. Oh?
Don't
Oh,
worry,
so...
he gestures to his little, like, chest compartment. He's like, I carry stuff in here all the time.
One can never be too careful.
Okay, okay. I'll bring it right to you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course.
For the potions and for this.
Yeah, I need to get back to this.
Gotcha. Alright, I'll leave you to your work, and he's gonna walk off.
Thank you.
And that is all I will be doing with my extra few hours.
Okay. So we come to the morning. Is everyone going to gather at the archives?
Yeah.
I look at,
I think we planned to, but I think the path we took was going to take us back around the merchant side.
okay, so then we will go to you guys, to you two,
Oh.
because you're going around the merchant side. So, what you doing as you ride your Strezzle through or around?
Can I just say, there's a scene. The cocks, they doodle do. We cut to a scene inside a small kitchen, inside a small house. There is 2 men in this house. One is lying, starfished, on the floor of the kitchen, looking up at the ceiling as though it may have the answers to the questions he is asking himself internally. The other is standing over him, holding a cup of coffee. This is Gwyn and Dubhán. And then we can cut to them, going
Is that their-
to the merchant.
Out of context.
Is that their morning routine?
It's that morning routine, yeah. It's that morning.
That morning. It's called Night Before Big Trip Morning.
Night before big trip morning.
Yeah.
And then it's like a hard cut to them riding on the strizzle to the merchants.
I think
Lantern out.
yes. I thought we were just gonna do another like we go around the outside with the lantern out just to see.
Okay.
And then
So, as you guys approach where the merchants set up, the lantern, probably as you expected, turns from, the normal golden glow to a bright, vibrant green.
I assume it would probably be out, and honestly, they'd probably both be looking at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So upon seeing it, I don't even remember what we said the night before because we were like, "Oh, we have an early morning, right?" Dubhán is just gonna look at Gwyn and raise an eyebrow.
I am Gwyn.
I am Dubhán. Do we need any further supplies for our trip?
Do you need more oil for your lantern?
I'm gonna do a quick search and see how much I have. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I do. Go ahead, Hart.
I was going to say you are using it right now, so the oil is running down.
My notes just say oil ×2, so I'm gonna go with yes. I'm gonna assume.
I am Gwyn. I do not see why we cannot simply just call out and ask whom among them is in fact of draconic origin.
I'm not sure that would be wise in our current place. What if they don't wish to be known as of draconic origin?
I do not see why not. I am Gwyn. If I were a dragon, I would not be hiding it. I would be a motherfucking dragon.
Yes, but Gwyn, we are Genasi and harder to be subtle about it. So it's not as though we have that option or am used to that. We also can point to Daggerix as our role model, who is also not the typical example. Also, it would be kind of funny to see how they react.
I am Gwyn. You are not wrong.
Question for Hart. When we get off these Strizel, do we need to, like, tie
No,
them
they're
to
well trained.
They're well trained. All you need to do is hold on to the reins. Yes.
Okay.
I should have named frickin' Gwyn's Archeops. What a failed opportunity.
I don't even remember what we named them. I have it written down.
Gwyn's named is Locomotive, and Dubhán's is Caboose.
Yeah.
The only person who hasn't yet named the Strizel is Zyzie.
I feel like Zyzie's would be named, like, Bird.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, it's named Bird.
Beautiful. Dubhán will dismount and reins in one hand, lantern in the other, looking very Paul Revere-like, I guess. Will wander towards the merchants, looking for oil.
Okay.
And dragons.
So as you wander through the merchant camp, you see Trip, Zebby, and Stressor. Trip, who gives you a feigned smile and waves. Just kind of, all three of them kind of look at the lantern with a curious tilt of their head, like, that's a weird lantern.
Dubhán will do, like, with the hand holding the reins, will do like the Midwestern like wave of like, I'm clearly driving here, but I will gesture in a wave in whatever way I can.
Uh-huh.
And keep going.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It does seem that most of the merchants right now are setting up, but if you talk to one of them, you could probably, like, get some oil. You do also see Ashvir, who is stretching, inside his cart.
Dubhán will go up to Ashvir and
Gwyn
stop.
is following.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll stop like a couple of feet away from the cart and go, "Good morning, Ashvir. How are you this morning?"
Oh, good morning, Dubhán. I'm doing pretty well. Slept very nicely last night.
Very good. Sleep is important for safety.
Of course. Now, what can I do for you? It is rather early.
Do you know of any merchants selling lantern oil and other traveling goods?
Well, I find that most of us do. I do, of course.
Mm-hmm. Is there anyone that is set up this morning already? I see everyone is still getting set up, and I would hate to drag you from your bed so early.
He just kind of leans around, sinuously looking like almost like he only has a spine in his neck. Wait. Like he's a snake! Like he's a snake! Because he's snake-like. He's all spine. Well, I think that, I don't know, one of them is still set up from last night. And he just
Gwyn-
kind of points over towards a, rather plain-looking cart. I hear he's gonna leave today, so...
You happen to know his name?
I think his name is Lisfin.
Ah, okay. Still set up from last night. Do you know when he set up?
I think I was about to go to bed. You know those elves and those drow, they kind of tend towards the nighttime rather than during the day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Fair enough. How much would you sell me 2 units of oil for? 2 pints.
Okay, hold on a sec, because
Me remembering very clearly that Lisbon is who we're going with, and I probably shouldn't buy oil off of the guy we're traveling with.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a net zero.
Yeah. I'm looking up how much oil costs. Hold on a moment.
Amazing. Can I just say, Gwyn takes like 2 big steppy towards Ashvir
Uh-huh.
and like leans over slightly and is like staring unblinkingly, waiting for his turn to speak.
Mm-hmm. Ashvir just kind of, shuffling through. No, I think I'd, He just kind of, like, looks at you for a second. A
I
gold.
am Gwyn.
Hi. 1 gold each per pint.
How many pints do you have?
3. So, honestly, I could probably get more if you wanted to buy all 3.
Mm-hmm. Why don't I stick with 2 for now so that I don't run you out of stock, and Dubhán will pass the lantern to the hand with the reins for half a second and go digging for 2 gold.
Let's see. Oh, here it is. And he pulls it out and took. There you go.
Thank you very much. And he'll just stash them for now.
Good morning, Gwyn.
I am Gwyn.
Yes.
We are looking for a dragon.
Really? What a novel thing to be looking for here in the merchant's market today. I don't sell pets, though.
We are not looking for a pet.
Shame.
Do you know any unusual characters who have been through here as a merchant?
There are wildly a lot of unusual characters. I once met a Kenku. I think I said his name was Magnus. Very strange bird. He's not here right
Hey.
now, of course, but I have met him.
A kenku is not a dragon.
Well, you said that you were asking about very strange merchants. To be honest, all of us are strange.
Oh, so you are useless for this information. Okay.
Maybe.
He just straightens up.
Is there any merchant that you have not seen before?
Here?
Yes. Either here or you've only seen them a few times, but not normally coming here.
Oh, well,
Any new faces, essentially.
Lisbon's kind of new face here specifically, yes, but I'm not really that surprised. Cinder Hollow is not far. He just kind of tilts around. No, not really. Beyond what I've already told you.
I see. Fascinating. Thank you.
Mhm.
Do you know of any shops anywhere along your usual route that may be in need of supplies from other locations?
I've heard Canyon Falls has been getting some real big trouble lately. They probably would need some more supplies there. Although, I wonder.
For example, there is merchants in town here, Rocios and Quills, who have leather goods, and they may be better sourced for leather from other towns to supplement their supply or to increase their supply so that they may sell more. For example, the ranch would always need more saddles for new customers, and so leather goods are always in need.
True.
They may also need goods such as saddles from other towns as well, that may be of use and cause more demand from places that may not have as much and supplement their economy as well as ours.
I'll have to think about that. It's a big
Fantastic.
question.
Bravo. That would be much appreciated.
Good luck with your search on a dragon.
Thank you very much. We will leave you to your morning now.
Thank you.
And shuffling his stuff so that the lantern is back in one hand and the reins in the other.
Yeah.
Dubhán's gonna turn and...
And you
How-
can add 2 pints of oil to your inventory.
Plus 2 pints. Before I forget. Nice. When we look around, is there any faces that Dubhán and Gwyn wouldn't recognize or hadn't seen before?
Gently!
Hello!
No! We made it!
I don't think so.
Huh?
Mostly it's just, you know, the 3 Nisia merchants, which are all Yuan Ti. There's Ashfear, and there's Lisfin. So there's only like, there's only there's only like 6 carts, and 3 of those carts appear to belong to Lisfin.
Oh.
And the Nisia merchants have 2.
So I guess then the question is, if he's got 3 carts, does Lisbon? I can't remember from before. Does Lisbon have like a whole entourage, or is it just Lisbon?
Lisbon
It's
has...
Lisbon and 2 other elves.
Yes.
Lisbon is notable because Lisbon is the only drow.
Yep. And he's a drow who's wearing brightly colored clothes. You don't get much more unusual than that.
He's the hawker. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Gwyn, would you like to look elsewhere, or shall we proceed to the museum? Archives.
He's standing at his bird, his strezzle, doing a think. He's connecting the dots. He's totally connecting the dots. He looks at Dubhán and he's like, I am Gwyn. I have 2 points of information.
Okay.
They may be connected.
They may not be connected.
They may be connected.
They may not be connected, but
they may be
we can
connected.
see what their couplers look like, and if they may be connected.
I am Gwyn. This is a very good idea.
Shall we proceed on the tracks of inspecting, or shall we proceed to our mission and find out as we go?
I think we can continue on our tracks, yes. We can go to the museum.
Which set of tracks? There are 2 sets of tracks that we have suggested here, and you have said yes. Let us continue. Alright, in that case, Dubhán will blow out the lantern and say, then on we go. And
have a good day!
Have a very good day.
Ashfear nearly sings as he waves you guys off. Okay.
Dubhán will.
Wait. As they're leaving, Gwyn is going to whip around and call back, I am Gwyn! Please do not fornicate with our teammate. Goodbye.
Ashfear just like, why ever would I do that?
Hang on.
And
Dubhán is going to stop for half a minute and be like, well, that just happened.
The 3 Nisian merchants are howling with laughter, by the way.
Amazing.
Oh my goodness. That's incredible.
Nice.
Alright, everyone, you are, it's morning, and you're at the, archives. You're all together.
Hooray!
Woo. Back together again.
Maestro, you still don't have your cards.
I don't.
No, remember you placed
Heartless.
You placed them down in the cafe and walked off before picking them back up.
Dang. Well, I guess Maestro's gonna have to go back there and look and see if he can find his cards.
Um,
Oh,
Cryptid?
yes.
You have
You
Maestro's
do.
cards, and you see
do.
Maestro start heading towards the cafe.
Yes.
He's gonna like intercept Maestro and kind of like, you know, the thing where you kind of like go and stop, like put the hand out, stop them. He does
Oh.
that, except he has the cards in their hand that just slap them to Maestro's chest. There we go.
Oh, thank you. And he
Figured
just
you were
takes
looking
and
for
puts them in his
those.
pocket. So what?
Found those in the cafeteria last night. Figure you weren't
Oh.
really the one to leave those behind.
Oh, well, I must be getting rather absent-minded in my old age.
Maestro, you
Went in
How
there to
old
play a
are
little bit
you?
of solitaire. Oh,
solitaire?
like, right.
Back to the previous question, Maestro, you don't look all that. I don't really know how it works with you folk, but you look pretty young.
Oh, well, that's just my naturally good complexion.
I want an insight check.
Yeah, go ahead, insight.
Okay. That's straight D20. 19.
Gently roll persuasion or deception. Make your choice, don't tell us which.
Persuasion or deception? Don't tell us which. Okay,
Yeah?
hold on a second.
Sorry to make you roll as soon as you hop in.
I know, it's like my brain is like still into like grocery shopping mode, so I'm like trying to get in Maestro
sorry.
mode.
So sorry.
That's alright. You good. Let's see here. I like the music, by the way.
It's a vibe.
It is. It's awesome. Okay. And you said which one or which one? Persuasion or what?
Persuasion or deception.
But don't tell which.
Yeah, don't tell which.
Okay. I won't tell which. I'm probably gonna do this wrong because I always do this wrong. Yep, I did that wrong.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
remember it's
I never
the command is
remember.
pinned.
Yes, it is. Hold
I
on a
forget too.
second.
I ask every single time.
I know exactly. It's just it won't stick in my brain for some reason. I don't know why.
I won't either. I'm in another group and we use a different bot to roll, so it always throws me off.
I'm just like. What? Probably fail it anyway.
So, tell
Maestro, you liar!
tell Cryptid what Revelry gets from Maestro with that 19 insight.
I really should have let you warm up first. So sorry.
You're okay. I love this. This is wonderful. Like I am caught off guard, therefore my character is caught off guard too. So this works out wonderfully. Also, how many times can I lie?
You know?
Just out of curiosity.
As many times as the dice will let you get away with, I suppose.
That's what I'm thinking.
The dice tell the story. The dice tell the story, you know.
Oh, okay. So what are we doing? Are we like just staring each other down? Like, is there a little wah wah in the background or something like that?
I guess it was an insight check into if he was really going in there to play solitaire.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're gonna do insight.
And yes, and then Cryptid got a 19.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately,
Cryptid totally beat my ass. Ow.
wah
gonna
wah
tell you-
wah.
This is going to be a one and only time thing because Revelry's got a straight 0 mod.
What?
Yeah, Revelry. It's a flat D20.
Revelry is a very trusting fellow.
Yeah.
So he believes Maestro?
No, he got a 19.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So, Revelry is just like staring at Maestro like, yeah, that's why you lied. Why you lied? Why
Were you really
telling
going
us
in there to play solitaire?
I thought for a moment you were going to ask me about the complexion of remark.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was a little bit of a stretch, but figured I'd let that slip.
Oh. Well, Revelry, my good friend, if you must know, I was perhaps engaging in a bit of under-the-table gambling, if you will, and I'm afraid my luck just wasn't very good.
I see.
Do you-
I see.
Do you have a 20 I can borrow?
A 20?
A 20?
I got a few. Is that 20 gold coins or,
No,
or 2
yeah.
golds?
It just says 20. Maybe Revelry doesn't know what they're 20 what?
20 what? I do not have a singular 20 on my person at the moment, but
20. Oh, what's something really ridiculous in 20 that he could ask for and not say it?
Bugs.
bombs.
Bumps.
Only got one of those.
You want 20 bugs?
Zyzie just pops up and is like, you want 20 bucks?
Yes!
Yes, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. That works. Zyzie, save Maestro's ass, quick.
Zyzie, can you spot me 20? I don't have anything to give Maestro right now.
So Maestro's standing there. Maestro's just like 20, y'all. And then Zyzie pops up and he's like, 20 bugs for Zyzie.
I do not have that at the moment, but I can work on it. Sorry, Zyzie.
I don't need bugs. I have bugs.
Well,
Oh.
There you go.
I'll
Do
resolve
you want 20 of them?
Do you have 20 bugs, Zyzie?
Yes.
Well, there you go. You got your 20. You got your 20 bugs.
This whole conversation's turned into a waiting for Godot thing.
We take one of Maestro's hands in theirs, and then when they pull their hand away, there's 20 grubs, and then they say, "Don't spend them all in one place."
Maestro just smiles and says, "Zyzie, I knew you would come through with that. Thank you." And he just very gingerly puts the grubs in his pocket, not having any idea what to do with them.
They're so reliable.
Well then, and he just tips his hat and he says, "I'll see you around." He turns
Well, we're...
around.
Wait, Maestro, we have a mission. We gotta head over to the merchants, right? Well, I think we're meeting here. We gotta wait for the twins, and then we're
The
heading out.
twins just now burst through the doors.
Speaking of,
Speaking of,
I point
speaking
at
of
Audio and
devil, they love
Altaria.
here.
Good
Okay, so
morning.
Maestro pivots on his heel and turns around and just stands there like, all right. Good morning, good morning.
Alright, everybody, let's see. Now, I got 3 health potions from Bernard, who is so kind to get them for us. Who would like one? I'm gonna be
I am
straight up.
Gwyn. Maestro needs one.
Gonna hand one over to Maestro. Alright, I have 2 left.
Dubhán will turn to Gwyn and stick his hands out.
Gwyn will nod and stick his hands out.
Hang on. D3, D3, D3.
D3, D3, D3.
So, gently, please mark.
We're dingbats.
Oh gosh, guys.
Please mark the one that you've been handed to by Revelry as
Damn it.
bought by Bernard health potion.
Bought by Bernard. Oh no.
Bought by Bernard. Okay. All right.
Yep, because I'm having you mark the ones you specifically bought from Ashmere. It's from Ashmere. You don't know who Bernard bought this one from.
Oh, really?
Jeez.
Oh, well,
Mystery
there you go.
potions.
Mystery potion. All right, let's see here. Let me write that down. Okay, so now we have one. Hold on a second. Bless you.
Bless you. I'm watching this very riveting.
Okay. So at this moment, we have one potion from Bernard. Mystery potion, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And you're pretty sure it's probably a health potion, but you don't know who made it.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, there you go. I mean, hey. You know what? I never rolled to see if Revelry had decided that that's what he was really going into, was the doing the under the table gambling, which technically that's true.
Well, that is
Technically,
true.
He was gambling.
He
Yeah.
was gambling. He didn't specify, but that's okay.
Okay, and he's not going to.
So, Dubhán, at seeing the results, Dubhán will nod his head and turn and stick his hand out for a health potion.
You will receive a health potion.
Thank you very much. And he will turn and stick it in Gwyn's hands.
Yeah, Gwyn and I were expecting that. He just takes it glumly and packs it away.
If you lost at at boulder, paper, shears, then you will need it more than I.
I am Gwyn.
Alright, one last one. Zyzie, you want it?
Okay.
Alright. Health potions distributed.
Okay. So, you all know that you're meeting Lisfin at noon. So you still have some time before then.
He's in the merchant area, right? Or they're in the merchant area, right?
Yes.
Can we go ahead
Yes.
and head over there?
You could.
Does anyone have anything to do around the archives?
No.
Don't think so.
The mail has already come for the week, so no, we're good.
Bernard yawns from behind the piles of paper he's working on.
I am Gwyn.
Yeah.
While we are on our way, I must pose a question to the group.
Alright, shoot.
Bang.
If you were a dragon, would you not enjoy vigorously being a dragon?
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty fun to fly.
Why would a dragon not simply be a dragon?
This isn't Toonkind, so Zyzie isn't like staring into the camera, but the energy is there.
I mean, personally, I'm a pretty big guy, and sometimes doorways are an issue, so I'm gonna go with, like, size thing, you know, fitting into areas a little bit better.
Meister's really thinking hard about this one. Finally, he pipes up and he says, "Is this some sort of philosophical question?"
I am Gwyn. It is not a philosophical question.
Oh.
Well, I was wondering there for a minute if we were going to go into some sort of discussion about something along the lines of Ship of Theseus and all this other, things. But if not, I'm not going to worry about it. Yes. He's already forgot the question. As have I.
That's valid.
You would be a dragon. Would you continue? Like, would you
Hide being a dragon, or would you not enjoy the fuck out of being a dragon?
The human body, I mean, the humanoid.
And Meister nods his head again and says, "Yes."
consider?
Do we have to figure out like the etymology of the word that is humanoid but isn't that word because humans aren't native to the planet?
No, it's fine.
Or can I just okay?
You could just say humanoid because there are humans here.
We're taking the Lord of the Rings approach. Everything is being translated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That word is
Humanoid.
translated. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
The humanoid body is a marvelous thing.
Consider a dragon in dragon form cannot use their thumbs or their hands as the same kind of hands as we use.
I am
Maestro-
Gwyn.
Oh, sorry.
Go
Maestro
ahead, go
raises
ahead.
His hand, but go ahead. Maestro's just raising his hand. Just go ahead.
I am Gwyn. But would not being a dragon mean one is the size of a train? Yes, Maestro.
Well, what if they had 5 claws on their hands, or paws, or I don't know. Would they be
Appendages.
considered? Yes. So if they had 5 claws on their hands, couldn't technically they have thumbs to use?
I suppose that depends on their dexterity.
True, but also you have to consider back to the size point. If they do have something that is thumb adjacent and everything else is so much smaller than them, then would they be able to use anything at all at that point?
But they are a dragon.
Yes. Oh, are you saying just in general, they wouldn't tell anybody that they are one, or they just are humanoid most of the time?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
You guys are getting closer to Lesvin's cart.
Halfway back, Dubhán would probably relight the lamp just to see.
So yeah, halfway back, it's initially golden, as most lanterns are, but as you get closer to the merchant's area again, it turns vibrant green.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this an item you have? Why?
Is this in character or in question land?
Both.
It is a lantern of tracking for tracking dragons.
Yes.
Why are you tracking
Right.
dragons?
Yeah, why do you care so much about dragons?
So that we know when there are dragons and where they might be. Within
300 feet.
Is there any particular reason why you'd like to know?
Yes.
Yes.
When did this become an issue again? About
when there are dragons
Dragons?
within 300 feet.
yes. Yeah, dragons.
So I
Within
do
300
want to
feet.
specify, because this is information that Dubhán would know about this lantern. It doesn't light green around Dagarix. So it doesn't. It
Yeah,
doesn't.
Dagarix isn't a dragon.
Yeah, he's a dragonborn,
Dragonborn.
which are humanoid and not
Right.
draconic.
Okay.
So wait.
Uh-huh.
When we left the museum
Yeah.
and he lit the lantern about halfway-ish to the merchants and it was yellow before and then turned green,
Yeah.
were we within 300 feet of the archives at that point, or were we in that in-between area?
So you were in between because you were halfway. You weren't. So you were 300, probably more or less 300 feet from the door of the archives, and you know
So if
that.
there's a dragon at the archives, we don't know.
I wasn't gonna say that, but I was just wondering if, because I don't know the distance, and I was just trying to reference this. I was like,
Yeah. So.
The door is a dragon. Oh my god.
I thought it was a jar.
No, it's not
So-
a door if it's a jar. It's a jar.
The thing is you believe that there is a dragon within the archives. This is known knowledge, because inside the archives, the lantern is always green.
It's
But-
a mood-changing lantern. It
Yeah.
senses
When
museums
you
and fun
walk
people.
away from the archives, at some point, it turns gold again. But it's not exactly 300 feet away from the archives. Because you gotta consider, the archives has like 3 levels, and you know that already. And it has basement levels too. So you gotta, math things.
Yes, which is a
Are
side
any of us
quest.
good at math? Because I know
Which-
Maestro ain't.
But within
no.
300 feet from the merchant camp, the lantern turns bright green again.
Roughly, and I do mean roughly, how large would you say the area that the merchants are in is? Like, is there like...
I said earlier there were 6 carts.
Oh, yep, I didn't put that into context. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, so right now it's not very large. Sometimes it gets larger because there are more merchants. But there are only, 3 groupings of merchants right now.
Gotcha. Okay. He's just
Oh,
going
I have a question too.
Uh-huh.
Does the rest of the party know that this is a dragon detecting lantern?
Yes. You guys
Okay.
found that out within the 3 months of you traveling
Okay.
together.
So we know this already.
Yes.
All right.
And you guys know that there is a dragon somewhere in the archives somehow. Or a being of draconic typing. Because the lantern will pick up, wyverns, anything that is draconic. But it won't pick up dragonborn, because dragonborn are humanoid instead.
Does it pick up does it light up like that when there's parts of dragons around? Like, would it light up around dragon scales or?
No. It has to be live, living
It's gotta be a
draconic beings.
Big old live dragon. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So we're all gonna think about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, deep
Anyway.
in thought about that as we go to see. Who are we going to go see again?
So
Lisvin.
you guys are now in front of Lisvin's cart, which had been pointed out to Dubhán from Ashvir. The cart itself looks dark, like it's been closed down. It is well before noon, at least 3 hours before noon at the moment.
However, Lisfin is a drow,
Uh-huh.
and drow has trouble in sunlight. And also, Lisfin stated previously that Lisfin sells bioluminescent plants, such as fungi.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna wake
So,
this poor guy up?
Are you... How loud are you shouting outside his cart?
relative. Loud enough everyone can hear, and if they're all on Strizzleback, loud, but if they've all gotten off and are walking, a fair bit quieter.
Okay.
Mhm.
One of the other carts, not the one you're approaching, but one of the carts, like, situated behind it, the door to it opens, and, you know, like, one of Lisfin's groupies. I
Damn.
don't have a name for him yet. I guess I better come up with one.
Yeah, I was gonna fucking say. His name is Gru Pie.
Oh my god, no.
Oh my gosh.
No, pick something different.
Grew high.
No.
Oh my god. Grew high. I thought it's for a minute it said grew high, and I was like, okay. How high did he grew?
So high. To the sky.
Apparently high enough.
So, this elf walks up to you and goes, can you keep it down just a little bit? He's still asleep.
I am Gwyn. Am I not being perfectly quiet? I believe I am speaking at a normal speaking volume.
At least come away from his cart so you don't interrupt him. You can come to mine and we can talk.
I am Gwyn. Before we go anywhere, I must ask a perfunctory question. I believe that's the right word.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the concept of dragons?
Oh my god.
Yeah, anyone who lives this close to the western wall does.
Excellent. I must ask you a question.
Okay.
If you were a dragon, would you not go do dragon things and be a dragon? Why endure the rigors of society if one could be a dragon?
Well, you know, maybe they want to interact with people, and they're really rather large, so you kind of can't get through doors.
Sorry. Who said that?
Please, just walk this way so you don't wake Lisvin up.
Maestro stage whispers from the back. He says, "Don't forget about the opposite thing."
Oh, you are correct. Do you believe that if a dragon had 5 digits approximately of hand, would they not be able to manipulate tools and the like, even despite their large size?
Just picture the look on his face now.
He looks at the rest of you and then looks back and is just like, I'm not entirely sure.
I feel like everyone looks very invested in this conversation.
We do.
Absolutely.
Could we at least just please come away from my boss's cart? You're being very loud.
I am Gwyn. Oh, go ahead.
Dubhán was just going to nod and take like 5 like huge steps forward and just pause.
Yeah, they turn and just walk back to their cart, and then turn back around and just wave you guys over.
Amazing. Gwyn's gonna like speed walk over, like arms swinging at his side, like he is coming.
Oh
Lord,
Lord,
he
he coming.
Oh Lord, he coming.
So, why are you asking me about my, I guess, philosophical opinions on dragons?
Oh, it's not.
You are.
philosophical.
It is not philosophical. Thank you, Maestro. Maestro has illustrated our point exactly. It is not philosophical.
Okay.
I mean, we could make it philosophical if you think about it.
Anything can be turned philosophical with the appropriate amount of philosophy.
Alright. They just kind of tug on the brim of their hat for a moment.
We have keys.
So, we're here a little early. By like 3 hours.
We're early risers.
Yeah. He usually sleeps the morning away, which is why I asked you to come around at noon.
Gotcha. We don't mind waiting.
Okay. Then, do you want some tea?
I would like to know your opinions on dragons.
Okay, well, I think they're cool. I've never seen one before.
I would like some tea, please.
Of course.
Tea would be lovely.
Yeah. They, open their door, and inside there's this just very distinct kind of, like, partial buzzing noise.
Interesting.
And inside it's a little dark, but every so often you see a bright, like, buzz of light.
Oh, the light merchant is the little bugs.
Yeah,
Nice.
you know, lighting bugs.
Oh, okay.
And like after a moment, this elf comes back out with let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 cups of tea, and just kind of gives Revelry an apologetic smile.
He just nods knowingly.
And offers the tea to Zyzie, Maestro, Dubhán, and Gwyn.
Zyzie will take some tea.
Gwyn will take his tea and then hand it to Revelry.
One will take the tea and hand it to
Aw.
Gwyn.
Oh,
Revelry will
hand
cheers.
his tea. Will now hand his tea to Dubhán.
I'll make another one then.
Revelry will cheers his tea with Gwyn.
Fuck yeah.
Zyzie's like, I'm keeping my tea.
One will pass the tea back and turn the handle 180 first and then hand it back.
Oh, thank you. No, thank you.
They come back out with 2 other things of tea, by the way. Pick up one for themselves. And
One.
offer the last cup of tea to whoever doesn't have a cup of tea.
I think that's
Gwyn will
nice.
take the second cup of tea.
Okay.
Now,
One will take Gwyn's older cup.
so good at this, guys.
Everyone has a cup of tea now.
Yes.
Wait, did
And I
Gwyn
think
drink
Gwyn
out
has
of the
two.
cup?
Oh, okay.
What?
No, yeah. Yeah, Gwyn took a second cup and then Dubhán took it from Gwyn. The other cup.
Okay. So now, okay.
Everyone has a cup of tea.
Yep.
Including this elf. So they just like look at Gwyn and go, I guess I'm just curious as to why. Is this what you guys do every morning?
No.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay.
River's gonna shrug.
I
Yes
am
and
Gwyn.
no.
If I were to tell you that there is a creature of draconic origin within 300 feet, how would that make you feel?
They just
That's
kind
so
of like furrow their eyebrows for a moment and take a sip of their tea. Well, I'm not dead yet, so it must be an okay one?
The standards are so low.
Yeah.
But what if it was asleep?
Then I guess we better not wake it up. They seem very confused.
Gwyn looks at Dubhán.
Dubhán looks at Gwyn.
Gwyn holds up his index finger. He has 2 points.
Oh no.
Gwyn? Dwyn?
Gwyn and Dwyn.
Dwyn will hold up one finger and then put
That's
it
their evil
down.
mirror twins. We'll get to them later.
Dwyn just hold up one finger, put it back down, shrug, takes a sip of tea. Do
What are
you
we doing?
happen to know of any dragons yourself, or anyone of draconic descent?
No. I've never seen a dragon before, but I think I've seen wyverns. Yeah. I think there's a wyvern nest like where was that? They just kind of look up and just thinking I look at my map.
Gwyn will pull. Gwyn, goddamn.
Uh-huh.
Gwyn will pull out his map and show it so
Oh.
that.
Yeah. I think it was near Serpent's Spine, actually. Makes sense.
Is that within 300 feet of us?
No. That's, so if you look at the map of, Lyrene,
Here it is.
Phoenix is at the end of the Drakenscar Peaks. Serpent's Spine is all the way across the Ceranos, and in the middle of the Western Wall. Otherwise called the Magasaribri Mountains, which is why everyone calls it the Western Wall, because I can't pronounce that. I did this
You
to
did
the
this.
knee. I did this to
the
the knee.
I like the idea that everybody around in the area pronounces it that, and they give the same reason because they can't pronounce it. They call it Western.
Everyone in Akaruzi and Draconia cannot pronounce that.
Yes, exactly. And they will tell you that if you ask them.
Yeah. That's very far away. That's miles away. Takes a week to get to New Saludan from Phoenix, by the way, and that's very far.
So probably 3 or 4 weeks, depending on how long it takes to get across the lake or the river and that territory over there into the mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Elnariel Leoxina, but by the way, we haven't been properly introduced.
Oh, pleasure
Nice
to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I am Dubhán. This is Gwyn.
I am wholly unsurprised that a place called Serpent's Spine has wyverns.
Yeah. Maybe that's why it's called that.
So Maestro takes another sip of tea and he's like, so, how's business been?
Oh, well, yeah, joined up with my boss a couple years ago, and it's been pretty good. Um, Shame about the Rattlesnake Canyon, though.
Oh,
It's funny that you mentioned that. That's actually where we're headed.
Oh, I know. Little too dangerous for us to traverse now. We used to
Well,
all
I
the
mean-
time.
it's the only thing you would have to worry about would be the rattlesnakes. I would assume there would be no wyverns, otherwise it would probably be called wyvern canyon.
There's don't know what happened to it, but there was a rather like giant rattlesnake in that canyon before, but it didn't really bother anybody that didn't go in its lair, so
A giant rat?
yeah, giant rattlesnake.
Wouldn't that technically be some sort of dragon if it was a certain size? I don't know. Would
No.
that count? Is it just a giant rattlesnake, or would it be considered a dragon of some sort? He's really thinking hard about this now.
I
The
don't think
taxonomy of animals is very convoluted. Perhaps it is important to first define what qualifies as a dragon versus just simply a large serpent.
well, the large rattlesnake doesn't talk, and I don't think it breathes any sort of element, so I don't think it's a dragon.
You would be surprised how many things that do not seem like it is draconic is actually draconic.
I would be surprised. You're right. I don't really know much about anything other than the bugs I take care of.
Maestro's eyes light up and he said, what if it were a dragon that was pretending to be a rattlesnake?
You know, that's perfectly possible, but if it's pretending to be a rattlesnake, then I guess you wouldn't know if it was a dragon or not.
That's true. Good point.
Unless it is within 300 feet of our location.
That's true too.
I honestly, I just don't. What do you mean? What?
It has to
If
be
there
within
was
300
a
feet.
dragon pretending to be a rattlesnake, we could not know unless it was within 300 feet of our location.
Mhm.
And how do you come about that?
Magic.
We have our ways.
Ah, okay. Cool. I guess you'll have to tell me, if the giant rattlesnake of Rattlesnake Canyon, if you find it, if it's a dragon or not. I wouldn't suggest
is-
go looking for it though.
That is, if it is alive. If it is dead, it is a little harder to tell.
That would be true.
That would be sad.
That would be sad.
If a larger snake has eaten the rattlesnake, then it will definitely be hard to tell unless that snake is also draconic.
Elnariel is just like,
That happens sometimes. A snake eats another snake.
yeah,
If a snake this large has eggs, would they be normal snake-sized eggs, or would they be large snake-sized eggs?
Giant? Because it's giant, right?
But how would it be if there's only one large snake and the rest are very small snakes? How would that work? This is to everyone, by the way. He is posing this question to everyone.
I was afraid of that.
I started completely zoning out. What?
You can
So,
audibly hear the gears turning in Revelry's head.
how about we go to break, because we've been recording for an hour and a half already.
Go back and be like, okay.
Please know that unless something happens in the 3 hours, this is what things are gonna be, baby.
Okay, they're just gonna conversate with Elnariel, and I will come up with the other. Yeah, we can time skip after we take a break.
Okay.
Let's come up with something else.
You guys can talk about dragons all you want with Elnariel. And
Dragons are on rattlesnakes of unusual size now.
Yes.
Yeah, we moved on to rattlesnakes now. And then I think like when we do the time skip, it should lead back in. And Gwyn, is it Gwyn or Dwayne that was into the spiders?
It was
Gwyn.
Gwyn.
With
Okay, it should be Gwyn. And I think we should lead into like Gwyn saying, but anyway, about spiders.
Amazing. There are giant spiders, so we could jump from giant rattlesnakes to giant spiders, and then get into
Exactly.
spiders. And
Exactly.
ironically, because the elf, Elnariel,
uh-huh.
it knows about bugs and raising bugs, Gwyn can use that against them.
Yes, exactly.
You are being forced to conversate about
Yeah.
bugs.
If
Honestly, Elnariel is probably very enthused to conversate about bugs. That's the thing they know.
Yes.
The one thing that brings these people together, bugs.
Exactly. But I mean,
Bugs
technically
bite us.
spiders are arachnids.
Yes.
So would they still be okay to
Time.
talk about arachnids?
Come back in like 10, 15-ish minutes.
We'll continue talking about that point in 10 to 15
Yes,
minutes, I
exactly.
suppose. We have to go to recess now.
Okay. I can just see Gwyn sitting there chit chatting about everything and just being like, I am such a great conversationalist. And the rest of them just like nodding their heads because ooh, they're fascinated by what Gwyn has to say. And poor Eleanor, like, sort of like nodding, like, okay.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Oh.
That's right. That's right. About absolutely fascinating things. Go on, kitty. Baby. Hi, baby.
Oh, the baby.
It's a baby. It's my baby Thelma. She's coming to check out the computer. She also likes to try to eat it. So, no, we're not going to eat the computer. No, honey, we're not going to eat the computer. I will give you scritches, though. Because I love you. No, we're not going to eat the computer, honey. I know it looks tasty, but we can't eat it. I'm sorry.
Heart,
Yeah.
Altaria made a point earlier and didn't know how to bring it up, and I'm bringing it up now because we have a second.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm using my...
Did that scoundrel overcharge me? For oil?
Ashvere? No.
Uh-huh.
One.
Then
one
what kind of
gold-
inflation?
1 gold per pint of oil is correct.
Fascinating. Because everything that I looked up, it said that it's only a silver.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
I
He
had
totally overcharged.
my bad.
Hold on a
Well, see,
second.
there you go. Okay, he overcharged him. There you go.
I was like, I
That
paid
son of a
$20 for a
bitch.
$2
That's right.
purchase.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not good. I was just making sure that
Because I looked it up and it said it's a gold. I'm like, okay, that makes sense, I guess.
No, that's perfectly okay because now it just goes. It just serves to expose another facet of Ashvere's personality.
I mean, it could be too.
Inflation.
I was
That's
gonna
true,
say
too.
location based if
Yes.
he had to haul it from across the mountains and they used maybe a tar kind or something else on this side, that would be the prices somewhere else or just the hassle.
Maybe you
A
just
piece-
fucking felt like it.
One
And
silver
Dubhán was like,
for
sure,
posting
I
in this
guess.
economy.
I don't know if I was supposed to handle it.
I mean, you could have, but you didn't. Here's the thing. If you want to haggle, do it.
Here's the thing though, Dubhán was not the point wasn't haggling for oil. The point was, what does Ashvere know?
Yeah.
So Dubhán was perfectly cool with paying that much for oil, He's
And
got the
information.
money, so it wasn't a big deal.
The only thing it's coming out of is our train fund.
And at the end of the day, an oil for a pint, or excuse me, gold for a pint of oil is
A drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
Yep.
You only bought 2, so that was only 2 gold you're missing now.
Yeah.
So I missed what was the conversation at the beginning of the stuff that I missed. What did I?
Oh,
So
So
I
just basically
reiterated last episode, because I listened to it last night. So I went through and I reiterated it for everybody. And
talking to the
then
cat, not you.
no, you're good. You're good. Cats, am I right? And then we focused on Revelry first. Revelry or Zyzie first? It was Zyzie. It was
Zyzie
Zyzie.
a little
first.
bit, just figuring out what Zyzie did.
Zyzie basically had a self-care
Oh.
night. Of I'm gonna leave these guys alone. And maybe they won't be dead when I come back. And then we focused on Revelry. And Revelry sleeps in the sand sometimes.
Only sometimes. Not all the
Got
time.
up early, talked to Bernard.
I mean,
He's training himself to withstand the conditions of the outside world.
That's
I
not how
got
that
you.
works, baby girl.
That's not how it works.
Someone has
It's the
to tell him.
equivalent. It's the equivalent of standing under the freezing cold waterfall type of thing.
He
I
would.
guess.
He
Yeah.
would. He would
Man.
do that. Oh no. Me looking at the tenets of his paladin oath, being like, oh no, he would.
I'm sorry, but you know who can summon 10 gallons of water for free every day?
Oh no. Are you gonna power walk?
Maestro.
Gwyn.
Yeah, that's right.
Both
I never
Gwyn
thought of
and
it that
Maestro,
way.
because Maestro
Yeah.
has a magic item.
Fuck yeah. Just the two of us. It's like the training montage where it's like
Yeah.
he's sitting under the waterfall and then the camera pans back and it's Gwyn and fucking Maestro above just like
exactly.
pouring water.
Yes,
And it
exactly.
also functions as a bath.
Incredible. Incredible.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So we established that Revelry got some sleep. The place didn't blow up in the night.
Okay, no.
Talked to Bernard. I think that was the gist, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And then we were going to the twins whenever you showed up. So you didn't really miss much. We kind of screwed around. We kind of screwed around a lot, partly because I started monologuing at the start whenever Hart started recording about trains in character as Gwyn. And everyone was like, haha, is this a bit? Is this for real?
Is this real life?
Or is this fantasy?
Caught in a landslide.
No escape from reality. DMCA strike. Altaria's on their way back up with reheated leftovers.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I believe Bluejay is doing some munching too.
Yeah.
I'm about to go grab some cashews. So.
Cashews. I might grab a snack later, but I'm doing good right now. I had so many tater tots.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do some grocery shopping once we're finished. So.
Also,
anyway,
Hart.
Yeah.
this is right there. What I just posted in the thing.
Oh my
Yes.
The concept.
I'm gonna send you a link, Heartless.
Oh, me a link.
Yeah, it's for money in the future to have a basis.
Oh yeah.
That's what Altaria used, and it's got a really nice long list.
I've got a D&D shop catalog.
Nice.
I didn't realize I wasn't looking at that.
Amazing.
Sorry.
We're doing great. No, you're perfect. Look at me. I'm holding your cheeks. Look at me. Look at me. You're fine. Okay, we're pulling your chain a little. But you're fine.
I was laughing at it because I was like that, looking it up just for the hell of it, and to see like Oh god, something else. And then I was like, wait, this is silver. And it went from there. So you're good. I misread it at first too, so.
Mhm.
So Zyzie had a little spa break. Did they just like lay in a tub of bugs and stuff and just relaxed? Or
They did bug
Yeah.
activities.
there you go, bug things.
Went home
Buried,
to
buried
the
themselves
wife
in the
and grub.
dirt. Yeah, exactly. Buried themselves. In the dirt.
Wife?
My wife?
My wife. They're not married.
The wife and grub.
What does that imply for the pocket grubs that they gave Maestro?
Let's think about it.
They're
Which
no,
is
they're
so
all.
decent, by the way.
If the wife is also a bug, then but they're
It's all
both,
Zyzie.
it's all Zyzie.
Yeah.
All
Mhm.
Zyzie.
Yeah.
It's just Zyzie playing house. Leave Zyzie alone.
Doing bug things.
That's right.
Do you know?
Yeah, doing bug things. Thinking bug thoughts. Doing bug things. That's right. Stop trying to eat everything. Stop it. Stop.
But gently, I'm hungry.
Nom, nom, nom,
Not
nom, nom.
chewing
Nom,
on
nom,
it.
nom,
I
nom,
know
nom,
the
nom,
baby is chewing on everything. See, the
Let
baby's like
the-
going to go gnaw on the wires, trying to gnaw on the computer, trying to gnaw on everything. No, baby. Do you want attention? Is that what you want? Is that what you're trying to do? Huh? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? If I give you attention, will you stop trying to eat everything? No. You won't. Don't look at me like that. You know you won't. I love you too, but you can't eat my computer.
Aww.
Yeah. No, you can't chew on that. That's my headphone wires. You can't chew on that. Nope. 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 Not for you. Nope.
Let me know when y'all are ready to be back and to do the time skip.
One moment, I'll be very quick.
Mhm.
You want to go out? Huh? You want to go out? Is that what you want? No, you can't eat that. Want out? Want out? No? Can't make up your mind? Okay. In or out? What do you want? No, I'm not going to chew on that. Thank you. No.
I cannot believe this. I don't know what button I hit. I was trying to do a /J at, and it took me to, hey, you want to find a server? And I'm like, no. Got it.
Hey, don't start fighting now.
It's in Mistwood.
Yes.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
Mhm.
It's true.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Goodness
That's right.
gracious.
Listen, Heart, you let this happen, and you did not realize, but we're here to investigate that dragon that you brought up.
Yeah.
You know that
Right.
little dragon tidbit? We're investigating the shit out of it. I hope you're proud of us.
That's
I
right.
am.
That's right.
Fuck yeah.
You should have known.
I'm
Why else-
300
why
feet
else
from
would
your
you mention it
location
if
and
it was not?
rapidly approaching. Start running. It's wonderful.
Oh, wait. I can do even better. Hang on. Hang on.
Oh gosh.
Get back to me. Get back to me. I'll get it.
start running. Okay, I'm back. I am ready.
Okay. Are y'all, the rest of y'all ready?
Yes.
Have we thoroughly discussed dragons, though?
Yeah, an hour into this discussion, the other elf, her name is Raliantha, or Raleigh, joined you.
We had to reiterate the questions from earlier then to Raleigh.
Exactly.
Her name is, Raliantha McWarren, or Raleigh.
And she got some tea too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Actually, she brought her own drink, and it's
all right.
her own drink. Is coffee.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, there you go.
Damn. Now I'm gonna have to think about what her opinions on dragons are.
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't worry. You can come back to it later.
Yeah, we can come back to that later because
Besides which, I think we've transitioned to spiders now. So
yeah.
Yeah. So then it's like spiders and dragons instead of snakes and dragons, and then it's like we reiterate the hands thing, and maybe we touch on like spider hands, you know, little spider paws, little grabby, fingery, hairy hands.
Yes.
And then it's about the difference of spiders and bugs.
Exactly. And arachnids, and yeah.
At some point, actually, as like noon comes around and the sun starts like making its path away from the highest point, Lisfin comes out of his cart and then looks over and just kind of like waves at you guys, because you're all kind of just gathered there.
Dubhán will wave back.
Gwyn will also wave back, and make to stand.
Zyzie will also wave back.
And does Maestro.
Revel wave too.
Yes.
Lisfin will come over and then, have you been here the whole time? I apologize.
No need to apologize. We've been having a lovely conversation.
Oh, that's good.
Lisfin, I have a question for you.
Yes?
What was that, Dubhán?
The whole group leans forward in anticipation.
I said Gwyn, like, shaking slightly in excitement.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Gwyn?
He leans, like, in the direction of Lisfin.
Lisfin just kind of raises his eyebrows.
If you were a dragon, would you be a dragon and live as a dragon? Or would you instead choose to hide draconicness and interact with the smaller society?
Well, I don't know why I could not be a dragon and also still interact with society, but I do believe... I do believe the only problem with that would be doors.
Yes! It's always the doors!
Can I be goofy and ask for an insight check?
Yeah, go ahead, insight!
Please, can I insight too? Can I insight too?
Yes!
Just out of curiosity here.
Don't worry, guys. It's a +1.
Insight. Oh.
Oh dear.
look,
Mm-hmm.
so let's see, the 10 is
It's
Gwyn.
actually a 9. It's actually a 9.
It's a 9.
Yeah.
Okay. You're, I mean, he probably just woke up, and you sprung him with this question.
We're good at that.
You're very good at that. Dubhán, he seems kind of on level, but you don't know that much about him. Neither of you do.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to ask again later.
Probably when he's a little less looking like he is actually genuinely blinking because it's bright outside.
Can Gwyn, still like vibrating slightly, take like a step closer to Lisfin and be like, I am Gwyn. If I told you that there was a creature of draconic origin within 300 feet of us, how would that make you feel?
That would be amazing. I wonder what things they would know. Most dragons are quite a lot older. They live for much, much longer than elves do.
Can Gwyn take like another step? Like a big steppy?
Oh my gosh.
You take a big steppy and you're yeah, you can make an insight check. You're standing like toe to toe with Lisfin now, and Raleigh's just watching this while Elnaro's just like sweating, like what the
We're great at first impressions.
Revelry's just watching with like he's just like
Lisfin seems very confused as to why he's getting the interrogation right now. You don't think he's draconic, no. He's definitely of Fey origin. He's an elf.
He's a drow.
Yeah, he's a drow.
Ooh, I bet he knows a lot about spiders.
He already said he does, so yeah.
Gwyn's gonna like squint at Lisfin a little. Let it sink in a little. Let it postulate. And then he's gonna straighten back up in a super sudden motion and like throw his arm up and be like, thank you, Lisfin, for your very important contribution to this subject. Are you also aware that within 300 feet of draconic creatures, we will know?
I was not aware of that, but that seems very useful, especially on our journey. Would you like to get some breakfast? I haven't eaten yet.
I don't. Has everyone else eaten?
Revelry just blinks.
It is noon, so you should at least be hungry for lunch, yes? He just kind of tilts his head to the side like...
I am hungry for the knowledge of where in 300 feet something of draconic origin could be. What is it? Who is it? Why are they here? Why are they not a dragon?
That is a very interesting query.
I'm very query. However,
I have a question. For the 3 hours, was the lantern lit the whole time?
I don't think so.
No, it
Okay.
would have been like maybe 15 minutes in tops, and he'd have blown it out.
Okay. Gotcha.
Honestly, probably actually when they went up to the wagons and stuff and started talking, he'd have blown it out.
Alright, gotcha.
I don't know how long that would have been. Half hour, probably an hour. No, half.
I have no idea, my man.
We're good.
I'm lost in the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
You're good. I'm doing math, don't worry about it. But yeah, no, the lantern would have been blown out because they're within 300 feet. So it wouldn't have, unless the dragon left the area of knowing, then it wouldn't do much information.
Yeah, you don't know if the dragon's left or not.
Oh, shit. That other group was leaving at daybreak, weren't they?
Who?
The dwarves.
The other
Yeah.
group that we approached.
The other group that you approached was the Nissi?
No, the trip group leaving tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Lisbon's group is leaving tomorrow at high noon.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I know, they haven't left yet.
right about now, you guys haven't left yet.
Mhm.
Lisbon's like, let's go get something to eat and then leave. Is
Mhm.
literally what he's saying.
Gotcha. So yeah, no, the lantern would be out.
Okay. You don't know if the dragons left the area or not.
Correct.
Man, if there only was like a McDonald's or something they could go through.
Little drive-through.
Yeah.
Like, whoever's the dragon, if you
Western
want chicken
drive-thru.
nuggies, you fess up right now and you can have this whole 40 piece.
Exactly. That's how we'll lure the dragon out. With the
40
chicken
piece
nuggets.
chicken nugget Happy Meal.
That's right.
So,
No dragon princess.
Lisbon continues by saying, I can pick up a meal at the Miss Wynn Saloon for everyone if we want to head over there and have lunch before we leave.
Alright.
Food sounds lovely, and that way we will be in perfect form when we leave town.
Yes.
We must fuel up in order to make the trip ahead.
Yes. Maintenance is
Okay.
important.
Were you gonna say something, Bluejay?
No, I just said okay.
Okay. Alright,
Maestro just nods, yeah.
I pointed at Dubhán. Is Dubhán going to light the lantern? This
See,
is
the
me
answer
giving
would've
you a
been-
chance.
I know. The answer would have been no, but you asked. So honestly, like, I'm kind of like, if they're leaving the location,
Yeah, they are.
and things would have changed, since they know that there is a draconic entity that they don't normally have. He honestly probably would, when they leave, not inside where they're at. Or wherever they're at, cause smoke and stuff. But whenever they head over for lunch, he'd light it until they get there.
Okay. As you leave the merchant area, when you get 300 feet away, the light turns gold again.
So there's someone.
And you're walking with Lisbon. So
Correct.
it's not Lisbon.
Wait, at this point, Dubhán had figured, but now they have confirmation that the dots aren't connected.
Lisbon and the two elves are genuinely all elves.
Heart's like, I gotta stress this enough. There can be no miscommunication here. This bit will never die.
100%
Absolutely.
all organic elf.
So that means someone you already know is of draconic origin.
As soon as the lantern.
It could be in this very room.
No, because we have the lantern. They're in the next room, though.
Could be you.
Talking about dragons.
As soon as the lantern goes gold, Dubhán would have poked Gwyn in the side and gestured at it. And then probably just blown the lantern out.
They just look at each other knowingly.
Twin to twin clown communication.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Lunch.
Yep.
Lunch.
Yeah.
Lunch.
Can
You
we
all
also
have
skip over
lunch. Yep.
Lunch.
No, I'm not
Yay.
gonna like narrate you guys having lunch. You can have a conversation. That's not gonna be on me. You guys have lunch.
Lunch.
We
get
have
some
a
lunch.
lunch.
Maestro
We have
orders
lunch and it
something
was awesome.
weird and
It was
outrageous
great.
and eats it and makes everybody wonder about what the heck he's doing.
Yep.
His usual thing. There you go.
Revelry just has an empty plate, so he feels included.
Yes. Somebody passes him a can of oil. You know, it's just
Chugs it.
Mhm.
yeah. Crack open a cold one with boys.
The cold boys. Lunch.
Lunch, lunch,
Lunch,
lunch.
Lunch.
Delicious lunch. Yum, yum, yum.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah. Are you guys
Let's
ready
Yeah.
to get on the road?
Yeah.
Let's get on the road.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Lisfin, Raleigh, and El Nariel. I'm gonna keep looking at that name so I actually remember. Pull their carts around the front of the Mistwind Saloon. And then you guys all get going. Now, I gotta change the music.
Away we go. Now we need some traveling montage music.
Country road
Take me home.
Take me
Take
home.
me home.
to the
To
place.
the
place
I
belong.
West
West
Virginia.
West Virginia.
Mama.
Serpent spine.
Take me home.
Okay.
Dragon lantern.
Desert road.
Desert road.
Whew. All right.
Who?
Ooh.
So for the first couple of sun blistering hours, nothing happens. Would someone like to roll me a d12?
Me, I want to roll
Go
it.
for it.
Do it.
Roll.
5.
Roll.
Okay. Oh man. Okay.
Oh god.
This is a
Which
good thing.
table are we rolling from?
Or maybe it is a good thing. I don't know. We'll find out. Could be good.
So you guys are, rolling along using the dried riverbed of the Hookton River as your guide. And as you come, over alongside it, you hear someone up ahead going, "Help! I'm stuck! Help!"
Can we see anyone?
So the voice is coming from, like, around this kind of rocky outcropping.
How far are we from town?
So it's been a couple hours out of town. It's nearing evening, but the sun hasn't gone down yet. You've already passed McGregor's farm. You're far away from that.
Making good time.
Dubhán is gonna get out his staff. That's not almost what I called it. And then look at Gwyn.
Gwyn will also take out his quarterstaff then.
I guess. Shall we go see?
Revelry will take out actually no, he's gonna take out his gun, and he's gonna be like, yeah.
Yep. Same here in Maestro. No, actually, Maestro's gonna look over at Lisbon and raise his eyebrows and be like,
So Lisbon's
Since he's-
gonna, like, you know, kind of
Kinda-
like pull at his collar. I think we'll
Interesting.
stay back here.
This feels like a trap. Does this smell like a trap to anybody else?
yeah, this feels like a trap.
It does indeed. Smart move,
Yes.
Lisbon. We will have to check this out and come back, I suppose.
Please.
You all go on ahead. I think I will sit here with Lisbon.
Alrighty.
Okay, hold on a sec, because I need you guys to... I need a map.
Be about to
Rev.
make the bestest
The map.
friend
In the
forever.
map.
We need to ask them the question.
Yeah! Surely nothing terrible will come of this.
Oh, surely.
Surely.
Never.
Uh-huh.
Go. Good, good.
Oh, fun. For context, y'all, in either Tumbleweed or Cartographer's Guild, click on the map.
Thank you.
Yeah, pull
Oh
up
dear, oh
Foundry.
Oh dear.
Oh, those are bones.
We love a good bones.
Yeah, there are bones in the dry riverbed of the Hookton River.
Mm-hmm.
Hooked on a feeling.
Bum,
I
bum,
can't
bum,
see it.
bum.
Ba-da-ba.
You can't see it?
No, I just see a big thing that says go join game session, game details, return to
Yeah,
setup.
yeah.
Okay.
Put in.
It's loading.
There's a drop bar.
What's the password?
There's
No
no password.
Oh,
Take the name
okay.
from the drop
Spin is
down
back
box
here.
and
Oh, I got you.
hit join.
I see.
Yep, hit join.
Hey Heart, why do the three game tokens look like that, Heart? Hey Heart, why do the game
Hey,
tokens look like
Heart.
What?
Pirate?
that? I think it's a bandit.
Oh,
See, you
Mhm.
said
because I saw
that.
the skull and crossbone looking thing.
It's probably a
Strange.
pirate, but it's being repurposed.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
So is it okay for Maestro to stay behind with Elizabeth? Because
Yes.
think
Yes.
automatically,
Yeah.
I think automatically he's thinking he's smelling a rat or something. But
Uh-huh.
you know, he of course isn't going to say
Mhm.
anything.
Okay.
He's just like, "Oh, just stay
So
here."
who's going first? You should be able to move your pieces. Can you move your pieces?
Oh, let's
Yeah.
see. I gotta unzoom it the fuck out.
Ooh, I can move it. That is cool.
Oh, cool. I'm green.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You are green.
The
as
shadows
well.
get weird.
Yeah.
So Maestro is beside.
Hold on a
Dubhán's
sec.
willing to go first, or
Why are you dying and not dying? Dead, not dead.
Dead. Stepped right in a cactus patch.
Uh.
what?
Ooh, Minecraft noise. Ooh.
Okay.
So I feel like Zyzie, if you also want to hang out with Maestro, or you can skip or scamper with us. I feel like these
Mhm.
three are going to go poke the stick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna stay back with the gang.
Cool, because you're also one of our stronger fighters, so...
6 times 5 is 30.
Okay.
I don't
True.
know if I'm the tankiest. Should I go first, or...?
Here's the thing, though. If you have the two really, really loud guys in front of you with the sticks, so they're in melee range no matter what, you can stand back with the gun behind them and look intimidating.
Heck yeah.
They're also
Oh,
all
okay.
super tall.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Literally the tallest people possible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Heck
They'll
yeah.
never see past us.
Never see coming.
Okay. So, as you guys approach and come around the rock, so like, can I? It won't let me. What? Don't mind me. I forget how to do.
There you go. So.
That's not. Anyways, as you guys come to like, fucking here, this. I'm trying to indicate a place right there. Yeah, where Dubhán went. You see, 3 figures. One of which is the one who's definitely coming for help or calling for help. And the other 2 seem to be looking at something off screen, going like, "Oh no, oh no, oh no." So this guy, walks a little closer and says, "Have you come to help us? There's something wrong with our cart and it won't move, and oh boy."
Does it seem to be in like this general direction? Oh wait. Oh no. There we go.
Yeah, they're pointing, so you see there are 2 like large rocks and they're pointing in between the rocks.
So here.
Should we like sidestep a little bit so we can get a better look?
Uh-huh.
No.
Oh,
what are you doing?
Going crazy.
Right there. He's like, I am Gwyn.
Oh.
Oh, I'm starting to see something. Yeah, there's definitely something back there.
Theoretically something.
Hello.
Yeah, as you
Have
guys
you
kind
tried?
of step aside, you hear a kind of rattling sound.
Oh my gosh, it's the giant snake.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
No,
Have you
no, it's
tried
not.
turning the wheels?
Zyzie, you come back here right now.
I'm trying to figure out how I can. Nope. The only way I can zoom in is wrong spot. I can't see what's going on unless I zoom way out.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do too.
If it
Zizie's
helps,
like,
I'm
Zizie's like,
streaming
see ya.
mine.
Turning the wheels. Did we try
Yes.
that?
That is how carts go.
Does anyone else hear that rattling, or is that just me?
Snakes are common.
Can I do a perception check? To
Yeah,
figure out?
do a perception check.
Beautiful.
Is there a way to shift or roll around, or are we just stuck where we are?
Can anyone do a perception?
Yeah, you 3 up close can do a perception check. The 2 back with Lisbon can also do a perception check, but it'll be a little higher DC.
Oh, Revelry.
1 second. I was
His hat
screenshotting
got
some of
in
my
his eyes.
abilities.
Revelry, yeah, that certainly does sound like a rattlesnake.
Most people around hear this. That's nice.
11.
Gwyn, you also think it's a rattlesnake. Dubhán, that sounds more like the rattling of chains.
That's definitely a rattlesnake.
Totally a rattlesnake.
I'll bet it's really cute, you know? Little thing.
Zyzie, there's something off. It's not quite right for a rattlesnake, but since you're a little further away, you're unsure of what it could actually be.
Okay.
I do not think that that is a rattlesnake. What kind of contraption do you have that you are calling a cart?
Oh,
That does not sound like a train either.
a
I'm
train?
very unsure.
What's a train?
How much time do you have? Because we can explain to you what a train is, but I don't know that you want to know in as much detail as we're willing to give you.
Yeah, one of the guys starts moving
this.
back into the two rocks.
Are you going to try to turn the wheels?
Yes, that's what I'm going to do.
Of course it is. You're definitely not lying to me. You know?
It's a gun. It's a machine gun.
You fucking imagine?
If there's a heckin' machine gun over there, then I will lose my mind.
So this guy up front just kind of gets a little closer to you and goes, I guess I have a lot of time, do I? And he looks back towards this guy right here. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy goes, sure.
Of course, you are definitely not stalling for time for reinforcements or some other nefarious means. After all, we are but a couple hours away from a major town, and you have suddenly run into trouble and have 3 people, and none of you have thought to go for help.
I am Gwyn. If you are attempting to rob, kill, or otherwise maim us, we will beat you up.
Please give us
Go ahead. I would like you to consider your next options very carefully.
The rattling
Depending
stops.
on how those options are considered, we'll decide how much we beat you up.
If you would like to try, then at least give us a warning. If you are upfront with your intentions, then perhaps we can come to an agreement.
An agreement?
Of course.
Can I just talk with my boss about that a little bit?
Is your boss one of you 3 that we have seen, or is there other people that you are hiding behind the rock from us?
And the boss is just right there, and he points to this guy.
Mm-hmm. Of course, which is why the boss sent you out to talk to us instead of us, or instead of coming in person, despite being roughly 10 feet further from us.
Well, he had to oversee the situation.
That is why he is a supervisor boss and not a boss boss. He? I do not mean to presume.
Maestro cups his hands around his mouth and says, "Ask them about the dragons."
Yes! The dragons!
Ask them about the dragons!
Are you aware of any dragons within 300 feet of us?
There's a dragon somewhere. Boss.
Theoretically within 300 feet. Potentially approaching rapidly.
You guys, boss, I don't know if I'm equipped to handle this.
Dubhán is going to step 5 feet closer. As soon as the guy backed off, he's gonna step 5 feet closer.
As you step 5 feet closer, you hear weird, like, sound.
Would it make sense for Dubhán to know what that is?
You can see. In fact, you see that there's there's this weird large creature. Presumably had been chained to this cart that is in between these two rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
And it seems when it made that noise, it snapped at this person right here, which you do clearly see, before it launches over. And I need everyone to roll initiative, which we will get to next time.
What kind of beast is it?
Bernard's cousin!
Oh, a beautiful beast! We cannot harm this! Look at it! It's clearly been mistreated!
Exactly.
They are at fault, not this.
Do you want us to go ahead and roll initiative now?
Yeah.
And we'll just pick up from there? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll roll initiative now, and we'll do the fight next time.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You want us to fight Bernard's cousin?
We cannot fight Bernard's cousin!
That would be
No!
wrong. And I'm
I can
trying.
fight Bernard's cousin.
Oh,
Would
for
totally be
away.
immoral.
Live without you.
Wow, we're doing terrible.
We're doing great.
fantastic.
What are you talking about? We're doing great.
Insane!
We got above a 10. We got above a 10. Let's go.
I am so used to writing Zalbear, I almost misspelled Owlbear.
Nice.
I am adding everyone. And,
Do owlbears count as draconic? I assume no.
No, I feel like they're beasties.
Perfect. Oh, Lispin.
Listen, they're all the way back there. Okay, cut them some slack. Cut all those people some slack.
No, that. Oh, that's fine.
We're gonna need
It's
to
just-
apologize to these guys big time. We're like, sorry we threatened you. You understand, right?
You know how these things go.
okay, so
Exactly.
Wait. Are we
Cryptid-
They let
apologizing?
loose the owlbear on us.
I mean, that technically they didn't sick the owlbear on us. The owlbear is threatened.
Exactly.
So the 9 is for Revelry?
Yes.
Okay.
So the thug with a 17, and then Gwyn with a 16, the bandit captain with a 15, the owlbear with a 12, Gently with a
Sappy.
10,
Zyzie.
the other thug with a 5. No, then it's me. Dubhán with a 6, thug with a 5. Oh lordy, hang on.
Zizie's 9. Dubhán is 6. I'm putting it all in the foundry so we have it. The reason why I went oh no is because, like, Bluejay, you rolled the bandits.
What?
Gwyn is 16.
You got the same as the bandits.
No, that's not what I
No.
meant. Jeez
Oh,
Louise.
sorry.
You
I'm
accidentally
trying
gave
to
me a
do
+0, and you made me roll on that one.
Wait, you rolled the same as.
Oh, on the D12, I rolled bandits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So does
was
that mean
the
we're
thing.
fighting against them as well?
Yep. That's why they're on initiative.
So we're gonna beat
Oh.
up the bandits and leave the owlbear alone, right?
Yeah, exactly.
we oh my god, you know what? We've got animal handler guys.
Yeah,
we
you
can
do.
beseech the owlbear.
Oh my god, yes.
You can
Yes.
definitely
There you
attempt to
go.
do that next time.
Alright, plans being made. Plans being made.
Yes.
What
yes, yes.
did I choose as my?
Probably
How do you
not
guys
animal
roll for
handling.
Initiative thing? Like, what do you do?
I got speak with animals.
Fuck yes, we're doing this.
Yeah.
And if that fails, I can conjure my own animal.
Awesome. Yes.
It's bugs. In parentheses, it's
bugs.
just bugs.
Yes, it's just bugs.
Bugs. Summon
Bug.
bug.
Start
Yes.
with combat next time.
Bugs. Mm-hmm.
Them there is a baby.
Yeah, the one guy went to the boss, is like, boss, I can't handle this. And then you walked forward and the owl bear was released, so it jumped over at you, and that's why we're doing
Release
finish.
the owl bear.
A beautiful creature of nature.
That's right. That we are
Regard
totally
to-
not going to hurt, but instead are going to animal handle.
Alright, guys. Thanks for listening in. Bye-bye!
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye!